Today, organizations are being evaluated not only on the quality of their products and services, but also on how they protect the environment, treat people, and govern themselves ethically. Welcome to the new era of quality management. Environmental, social, and governance, better known as ESG, is rapidly becoming one of the most important indicators of organizational excellence. Investors demand it, customers expect it, regulators encourage it, employees value it, and increasingly, auditors are looking for evidence that organizations have integrated ESG principles into their management systems. The question is no longer whether ESG matters. The real question is, how do you build ESG into your quality management system? Let's find out. Understanding ESG. Before we talk about integration, let's understand what ESG means. Environmental. This looks at how responsibly an organization manages its environmental impact. Examples include energy consumption, waste management, carbon emissions, water conservation, pollution prevention, sustainable procurement. The question becomes, how does our organization minimize its impact on the planet? Second is social. This focuses on people, not just customers, but employees, suppliers, communities, and society. Examples include employee well-being, occupational health and safety, diversity and inclusion, human rights, community engagement, customer satisfaction. Here, the question becomes, how responsibly do we treat people? Thirdly is governance. Governance is about leadership and accountability. It includes ethical leadership, compliance, anti-corruption, risk management, transparency, data privacy, decision-making processes. The key question is, can stakeholders trust the way we run our organizations? Then we go to why ESG has become a quality metric. Traditionally, quality was measured using indicators such as customer complaints, product defects, process efficiency, audit findings, customer satisfaction. Those measures still matter, but organizations have realized that something important. Poor environmental practices create quality risks. Poor employee well-being reduces process performance. Weak governance leads to compliance failures. In other words, poor ESG eventually becomes poor quality. Quality today is about consistently delivering value, not only to customers, but to all interested parties. This thinking aligns perfectly with ISO 9001. So now we look at the connection between ISO 9001 and ESG. Many people believe ESG requires a completely new management system, yet it doesn't. If your organization already operates an ISO 9001 quality management system, you already have the foundation. So let's see how ESG links into ISO 9001 through clauses. So clause 4, context of the organization. ISO 9001 requires organizations to understand internal and external issues. ESG introduces new external issues such as climate change, social expectations, human rights, sustainability regulations, ethical business practices. Organizations should now include these issues into their context analysis. Clause 4.2, interested parties. Interested parties are no longer just customers. They consider communities, environmental regulators, employees, investors, suppliers, future generations. Each has ESG expectations that influence organization success. Clause 5, leadership. Leadership must demonstrate commitment. Today, that commitment extends beyond quality. Leaders should establish policies supporting sustainability, ethical conduct, employee well-being, responsible resource use. Quality culture is becoming organizational culture. Clause 6. Risk-based thinking. One of ISO 9000 strongest concepts is risk-based thinking. Organizations should now identify ESG risks such as environmental risks that include floods, climate disruptions, or resource shortages. Social risks that include high staff turnover, employee burnout, or poor working conditions. Governance risks that include fraud, cybersecurity, regulatory non-compliance, conflicts of interest. Managing these risks improves quality performance. Clause 7 looks at the support. Organizations should build ESG competence. Employees need awareness about sustainable practices, ethical behavior, environmental responsibilities, diversity, and inclusion. Responsible use of resources. Training should include ESG topics alongside quality. Clause 8. Operations. Operational controls should include ESG considerations. Examples include purchasing should consider sustainable suppliers, production should minimize waste, offices should reduce paper usage, digital systems should improve efficiency and while reducing environmental impact. Operational excellence now includes environmental excellence. And then clause 9. Performance evaluation. If you don't measure it, you can't improve it. Organizations should introduce ESG key performance indicators. Examples include environmental, electricity consumption, paper reduction, recycling rate, fuel consumption. Social includes employee engagement, staff retention, training hours, customer trust, community involvement. Governance includes ethics training completion, compliance rate, audit findings, corrective action effectiveness. These become part of the management review alongside traditional quality indicators. Then the last clause is clause 10, improvement. Continuous improvement now includes ESG improvement. Instead of asking, how do we improve quality? Organizations should ask, how do we improve quality while protecting the environment, supporting people, and strengthening governance? That is sustainable excellence. Practical steps to build ESG into your QMS. If you're wondering where to begin, here are 8 practical steps. First, update your organizational context to include ESG issues. Second, identify ESG expectations from interested parties. Third, include ESG risks and opportunities into your risk register. Fourth, revise quality objectives to include sustainability targets. Fifth, develop ESG performance indicators. Sixth, train employees on ESG responsibilities. Seventh, include ESG during internal audits. Finally, review ESG performance during management review meetings and assign actions for improvement. A practical example. Imagine a revenue authority processing millions of tax transactions every year. Traditionally, quality focused on faster service delivery, accurate assessments, reduced complaints. Now imagine adding ESG. Environmental initiatives might include reducing paper through digital filing systems. Social initiatives could involve employees' wellness programs like staff training, accessible services for persons with disabilities, and stronger taxpayer education. Governance initiatives could include transparent decision making, secure handling of taxpayer information, anti-corruption controls, and effective risk management. The organization hasn't abandoned quality. It has expanded what quality means. And then what are the benefits of integrating ESG into QMS? Organizations that integrate ESG into their quality management systems often experience greater customer confidence, improved employee engagement, reduced operational risks, better regulatory compliance, lower operating costs through efficient resource use, increased investor and stakeholder confidence, stronger organizational reputation, and lastly, improved long-term sustainability. Quality and sustainability reinforce each other. So the future of quality. The future of quality is changing. Artificial intelligence is transforming processes. Digital transformation is redefining customer expectations. Climate change is influencing operational risks. Stakeholders expect transparency. Employees seek purpose-driven organizations. Quality professionals must therefore evolve beyond compliance. They must become leaders in organizational sustainability. Tomorrow's quality managers will measure not only customer satisfaction, but also environmental stewardship, social responsibility, ethical governance, resilience, and long-term value creation. The organizations that embrace this broader definition of quality today will be better positions to thrive tomorrow. So, in conclusion, quality is no longer just about producing excellent products or delivering outstanding services. It is about creating lasting value for customers, employees, communities, investors, and the environment. ESG is not separate from quality. It is becoming one of the clearest measures of quality. By integrating ESG into your quality management system, you move from simply meeting requirements to building an organization that is resilient, responsible, trusted, and prepared for the future. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me.